for responsibilities. I can ask
All right.
for
Okay, but Alex, let's get focused, okay?
Okay.
So, okay, anything you want to prioritize, you prioritize the view up. Now we are in the setup. So we have the notes with the correct title. We have the index top row, FQN own. Let's see. Yes, perfect. So this is all green. This is green. Then the hyper check-ins, Alex, if you may, it's important. And then we have Cobalt H2. So starting Andromeda H2. Let's try to wrap it up by latest Andromeda H3.5 so that we stop latest by Cobalt H1 and we have 1 hour to move forward.
So what's going on, Alberto?
Yeah, so okay, for the schedule, focus on topics. Let me get the schedule. This is Umbrella Showcase website, but oh no, no. It's not Umbrella Showcase website. I made a mistake here. This is VA session. Ooh, wow, interesting. Sorry, so it's VA session, guys. Never mind. First of all, did everybody do the statement, please? For the half, we are on half page stop. So let's everybody do the statement first. You can copy and paste Alex the statement that I'm about to.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Okay, so page stop deadlines. Stretch. Okay. Okay, so this is VA session. So sorry, Jay. There was a mistake here.
What's the mistake?
I thought it was VA. Instead, it's a VA session. So I'm bringing the half year budget SDR. Half year budget.
Okay, but we're not doing a VA session, right? I mean, there was an agreement on a VA session.
Yeah, there was not. So are we in agreement that we are focusing on half year budget? I mean, money deadlines. So half year budget process and the deadlines. Deadlines updating priorities. Yeah, so it's general teamwork. So this is cancel VA session. Cancel VA session. General teamwork. General teamwork. Okay. So yes. Also, Jay, if you want to do the ACU Q&A, okay, put it there. Also, I had. Okay, so I propose your budget is finalize accounting, and then
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
budget. Budget. Okay, so these two topics. I propose these two topics. 1 and 2. Finance accounting is just a quick review. Review and yes, and verification by Jay for sign off to move forward with the numbers we want to include. And then have your budget. Draft the budget. I mean, we could review the outline and assign the sections within Alberto and Alex. I don't know, Jay, maybe this could be silent work also, the happy budget. I don't know if you wanna actually draft the first draft yourself as well, Jay, or maybe we do it and then you come when we are ready for showing you something to review.
Sure.
It's not. I'm talking to Jay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because it's not his responsibility, right?
Okay.
So that's the point, right? So maybe Jay has more important work. I mean, sure, Jay has more. Not that more important. That's more important, but higher priority work to
Yes.
do.
So, first of all, everything is everybody's responsibility, especially when it's half pay stop.
Yes.
Problem going on right now. I feel like if the half your budget was going to get done, it would have gotten done already.
Of course.
And the main question for me is if there's any actual draft of the report yet or not.
No.
Yeah. So I just don't see there's any possibility of it moving forward without me working on it.
Okay. So.
I mean, so the goal is the goal. Are we trying to get off half pay stop or not?
Yes. We are.
So my recommendation would be, I'm gonna put some lines in here.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So I wouldn't mind talking about Alex for like 3 to 6 minutes and then doing the half year budget report criteria. Again, for me, it's not about the budget, it's about the reporting.
Yeah.
Now we need to know exactly what needs to get done to get out half pay stop. For me, the criteria is the starting point, and until that's clear, we're just spending time.
Uh-huh. All right.
Because I mean, for me, it would be doing the minimal possible amount of work to get off half pay stop. Anything in addition to that is just not part of getting off half pay stop, unless our goal is not to get off half pay stop. Because this is what just gets me very annoyed, is the idea that like no one wants to do work unless it's half pay stop or upfront pay stop. It doesn't make any sense. Like you get off half pay stop and then you continue to work on it. You don't just stop working on the work because the pay stop is over. That's the whole issue.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, let's get the minimums moving forward and then continue to work on it instead of stopping.
Okay.
Like, for example, you were working on the assets report, which is perfectly fine to be working on the assets report. You know, I have some concerns, but not a lot, in terms of like we could always have duplicate or whatever. And it tracks all the track changes, so I'm not worried about it. But that's great to work on the assets report to continue to improve it. That's exactly what we want to be doing. But my understanding about the half pay stop is that if we're not working on the half pay stop priority assigned, then it's possible. So,
Yeah.
anyways, this is my proposal. So you have finalized accounting, so that would imply that accounting is required for getting off half pay stop. The draft the budget. So again, I don't even know. I mean, we have so many budgets. It's like I don't know if you actually understand the responsibility in the process and what's actually being assigned, because what's being assigned is the report, not the budget.
I know, Jay. I know the report.
Yeah, no, but you seem to be working on the accounting and the budget as opposed to the report.
No, well, I did the accounting because I want to put
Time to pause. Please
correct
stop.
numbers inside.
Close your
So
eyes.
I know,
Count
I've heard you say that
1,
before.
2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So what do you think?
I think I agree with you. Let's see the criteria so that we have clarity to move forward and try to get out of from pay stop.
Okay.
Mhm. Couldn't agree more.
All right. So are you okay with topic 1?
Yeah, I'm okay with topic 1. Also with Alex taking the 6 minutes to make sure Alex has clear responsibilities, and I have no objections. Topic 1 and 2, I have agreement. Alex, do you agree on topic 1 and 2?
We agree.
Any objections?
No, none for me.
Okay, so I'm creating topic 1.
Great. So Alex, you were saying earlier,
Yes.
in terms of responding about the responsibilities.
Yes.
Did you want to continue, or do you want me to go first?
Well, I went to. I went through some documents. Some documents Alberto showed me last night. I updated one of my documents with I don't know, maybe some basic stuff for in order to me, so I don't get lost. But yeah, I really wanted to know. Uh, you mentioned that I could ask for the responsibilities. So well, yeah, show me, or I don't know, at least kind of guide me where are the responsibilities so I can have them clear and I can know how or where to go to. Just that.
So was that a question, or just saying or just repeating what I said?
It was a question.
Okay, so the question is what is the question? Can you repeat it?
Yeah. I would like to know where are the responsibilities so I can take on.
Okay. So the first thing to understand is the vocabulary. So we have something called priorities.
Yes.
Right? A priority is basically anything can be a priority. It could be like
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
all right. Let's take a quick break and come back. We can continue.
Okay.
I could have like a half hour break each time.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So I was saying that priorities basically are anything, a person, a policy, a question. I mean, anything can be a priority, right? Including responsibilities or systems, whatever. And then you have systems are groups of processes. So we have lots of different systems that oversee different types of work. And then we have processes, which is a linear list of responsibilities to accomplish, the outcome or deliverable. And then the responsibilities are the work steps to accomplish a goal. So responsibilities is like where all the work happens. So processes and systems are just organizing and coordination and oversight, and prioritization is just a process to make sure we're working on the most highest priorities. But the responsibilities is the actual work.
Good.
And then a task is basically, a specific output that is only one small part of a responsibility. So in terms of taking on a task, you do not need to know what the goal is, nor have any idea what you're doing. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay.
Whereas taking on responsibility, you actually have to know what you're doing and learn it and figure it out.
Yeah.
But it starts with taking responsibility. If someone doesn't take responsibility, they're never going to accomplish the goal, because the beginning of the accomplishing of the goal is to be responsible. Everything starts with taking on responsibility and taking responsibility for something. You don't take responsibility, it doesn't matter how much effort we put into it, the person's never going to complete the work. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
And we just don't really have time to just assign tasks. Like, we just aren't looking for people who want to just do one task and then go away. It's like this is not. We're looking for people who take on actual responsibility for the organization. So, anyways, as far as like right now on this topic, we don't have a lot of time here. We're just trying to make sure it's clear what you're doing now. And over time, you can take on more responsibilities. The best place to find all of our priorities would be the link to the
Management status report.
status report. So I
I,
believe, we do a management status report, which prioritizes all our most important priorities to the organization. I don't know if it links to all the
Time
processes
to pause.
yet, but
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I gave him these links yesterday. You remember, Alex? I passed you these links yesterday.
can you link the
Yeah.
management status report to our notes?
Yes, I'm doing that, including the other links that I called the Alex best friends.
Yes, I
You
remember.
remember? You remember?
So in the
Because I
management status report, you can find all the top priorities. From there, the goal is to actually get into the processes and see the list of all the responsibilities. The only responsibilities that are slightly more confusing is training responsibilities. So every single training is a responsibility. Like, so stage 5 is the example of a process. So stage 5 is a training process, which is a list of training responsibilities, because processes are a linear list of responsibilities. Okay.
okay, okay,
So in order to understand a responsibility, you just need to choose one. Let us know if it's a priority. Let us know. Typically, it's good to choose 2 or 3, if not more, and then we can help you make sure that the work you're focusing on is a priority for the team. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes sense.
But for right now, what you need to understand is that there's no reason to be on a buddy team work session without work.
Okay,
So the key focus is the commitment and interest in doing the work. And this is important because um, one of the biggest problems that I have with workers is that everyone always thinks, for whatever reason, that you do something and then you're done. Which basically means you do it once and you're done. And you never do it again. Which is exactly the opposite of any point of training anyone to do anything. The whole point of training anyone to do anything and taking on any responsibility is you do it forever. So, for example, Alberto is interested in taking on this responsibility and process of the responsibilities under the process of the half-year uh, budget report for the
yeah,
team, right? So it's not a one-time thing. Every single 3 months, we're going to be working on it forever. So I'm not interested in working on anything with anybody who isn't taking on responsibility, not just for now, but forever. That you learn to do work and you always are following up on it and continuing to work on it indefinitely. That's why we're here. Otherwise, there's no reason to be here, right? So it's very important for me that if you are interested in working on, for example,
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
like, for example, the half year budget report, that is something that you actually want to do and actually want to commit to. Otherwise, there's no reason to be here. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah,
So there's dozens of responsibilities and processes and priorities, right? So in this particular instance, our focus is the half year budget report. If you prefer to work on bills, if you would prefer to work on the, I don't know, the management status report or the deadlines, like that's what Atay and Everest are working on. You could go work on those instead. So you just need to choose and decide what you want to work on and make it clear what your focus and priority is. If you don't want to work on bills, or you don't want to work on the half year budget report, and you don't want to work on the management status report, these are not the things that you want to work on, then now is not the time to be working. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes
So we
sense.
just want to hear from you what you want to work on, so it's very, very clear in terms of our current priorities and what we're doing now.
Good, good. I I get a clue on it, and I understand now. I understand better now.
Okay, so what I'm looking for is the question I'm asking you is, what do you want to work on, and do you want to work on the half-year budget process?
Um, well, um, uh, I would like to check a little bit before answering that, but half a year budget seems interesting also. So I would like to be part of the half a year budget.
Okay, so I guess the words I'm looking for is I'm taking responsibility for the half-year budget to make sure it gets moved forward and accomplished. Right? Does that make sense?
Makes more sense. I would like to take on the responsibility of the half a year budget.
No, I would like
That was
to.
pretty
It's
close. That was pretty close, but yeah, the wording is very important. Alberto.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think I let us a gray space there, but
yeah,
uh,
but we are a business, so no gray space. You either take responsibility or you don't. So if you take,
exactly.
I would like to. You're not taking responsibility, and it's okay, yeah. But say what it is. Don't try to mask it under. I would like to. I would like
Yes,
to. You're
Time
not
to
taking
pause.
responsibility.
Please
No,
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
okay. Then yes, I will take on the responsibility of the half a year budget.
It's pretty good. Cool. So just make sure you're adding all this to your main doc, and keeping track of your responsibilities. This particular process happens once every 3 months, and we'll go over that. But the bottom line here is that nobody can always do everything, right?
Of course.
So the most important thing of responsibilities, and this also relates to recruitment, is that when you're no longer interested, or you're no longer able, you have to take leave. You can even take paid leave if you have back pay. You just pass on your responsibilities to other people, right? And let other people
Okay.
know that you're no longer able to do the responsibilities. So, you know, that's taking responsibility, right? So taking responsibility doesn't mean that you're forced to do everything for the rest of your life until the day you die. That's not what it is. It's basically making sure that the work gets done based on the needs of the team. And so if you need to take leave and you're not able to accomplish the responsibility, you let everybody know, hey, I'm going to be leaving for a month. This is due in 3 weeks. Someone needs to take this on. Can someone please step up and do this? And hope that someone's willing to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And just knowing that under our policies, everything moves into upfront pay stops and half pay stops if the work doesn't get done. So you're not the only one responsible for this. The team as a whole is responsible. You're just taking on individual responsibility in addition to the team responsibility. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So let's go on to topic 2. Let's have this one be 1A. And have this be 2B. Any other questions for you, Alex? Otherwise, we're ready to go into the half-year budget report criteria.
No more questions. Oh, at least for now.
Cool.
so are we moving forward to next topic?
Yep. Topic number
Yeah.
2.
Topic 2, creating the tab. Ciao. Topic A, criteria.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch. All right. All right. So let's part of me wants to go into the whole reporting process, but I mean the whole reporting system, but let's just skip that for now. So we have a reporting system. There are 4 reports per half year, I believe. And so each of these reports gets 3 weeks to draft and then 3 weeks to finalize.
Mm-hmm.
So my understanding is that this report we're doing now is the draft. So we're doing the process that we're on. Process is the draft half year budget report. This is for the co-op, right?
Yeah.
In other words, this is our organization. So this is technically what's called internal ops. So it's internal operations. This is not client work, which is important to understand. So the old process, since we're evolving, it was the half-year budget process, right?
Correct.
So we can go ahead and link
The
that.
responsibility organizer.
Yeah, there's another for that. But obviously that's the old one, and we need to work on a new one. So that's one obvious thing to do. Create new spreadsheet for, this is the half year budget report process.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly different than when we were doing before. As far as our 4 reports that we do, we have the finance report, we've got the assets report, we've got the budget report, and we have the equity report. So those are the 4 reports that we do. Every 6 months, we do 4 reports. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're on the budget report. And the budget report is due a week and a half ago. We're pretty late. It's not good. We missed the deadline. Also not good.
The 30th. The 30th. So it was 4 days ago.
Okay.
5 days ago.
What's also important to know.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
What's also good to know is that the budget report is dependent on the finance report and the assets report. So when we have these in a specific order because there's a dependency. You need to do the finance report first so that you're able to accomplish the assets and budget report. So they all kind of fit together. And we didn't do the finance report. So that creates an additional confusion where basically we have the finance report criteria, we've got the assets report criteria, and we've got the budget report criteria. So we kind of need to look at all 3 of these to understand what is and isn't part of the budget report criteria. So are there any questions so far with
you mean that they're all linked to, they're all dependent because we want to include in the next report the information also from the previous report, correct? Or no?
No.
Not
So
really.
let's go over the
That's
number
not
one.
true.
Let's go over the number one most important component of the budget report criteria. Okay, so I'm gonna write this down. Number one most important criteria. Okay, and it's good to understand that this relates both to the finance report and the assets report. Can you think what the most important number one criteria is for budget report? Can you think of it?
Yeah, most important criteria for the budget report is
What is every single budget dependent on? What do we do at the end of every single budget? What do we compare it to, and why is it important to have that comparison? What does a budget mean without blank?
To the actual no to our finances.
Yes, but what do we call that? What is the
Time for
breath? Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, I'll just let you know. So the vocabulary term is a baseline.
At the baseline.
So without the budget baseline, your month-to-month budget is meaningless. It literally has no meaning. It is completely pointless. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
all meaning in every single monthly budget is based on a comparison to the baseline. Okay? Because without the baseline, there is nothing, right? So we have a few baselines, but the most important one is what we call the Jurison Fund. Basically, it's the administrative, what we call in the red. Does that make sense? Right?
You're not talking about baseline for the policies in this case.
I'm talking about both.
Both.
Both, because the baselines represent two things. They represent percentage cuts baselines, and the when we have to fire people, right? Versus the general concept of being in the red. They're both baselines. They're just slightly different perspectives on baselines, right? So, but the most important one is, what does it mean to be in the red? Is our budget, are we losing money in our budget? Are we making money in our budget? Are we covering our budget as a whole? And it's important to understand that even though this is a internal operation, it relates to the finances and assets reports, which are client reports, right? So in every single budget, we have, okay, this is the amount of the budget, this is the amount of money that we have established in our baselines based on our half-year budget reporting, and this is how much we're in the red in relationship to our baselines. Then there's a separate calculation, which is our income, our team income.
Yeah.
So when we talk about our baselines being in the red, this actually relates to potential income as well as actual income. Because based on how much money you're in the red and how much money is available either in the Jurison Fund or from other clients, that determines what money is available for.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, so that, and then you have Ambor and /ACU, right? And we have well, you could even note alpha here too. Alpha. So basically, this is potentially $4,000 to $5,000. Question mark. So we need to, basically, the number one most important criteria for the budget report is to understand our potential income as an organization in relationship to how much value can we get estimated in relationship. These are all estimates. It's good to mention this. Budgets are by definition estimates.
Yes.
Okay, so by definition, everything is an estimate. So what is the estimated Jurison funds that we can expect? What are the estimated Ambor funds that we can expect over the next 6 months? Or in this case, 9 months, right? And then what is the percentage cuts based on as things change and evolve and we go forward, either we bring in more funds from more clients or we have things get cut or we're not really sure what's going to happen. So we have contingencies, right? So that is the number one most important thing.
Okay, let me get that. I think the best place to get that is the client coordination, right?
Well, I mean, we're going to be, this is a decision that's being made in relationship to the process, right? The budget reporting, the half-year budget report has a process that will achieve this goal. So it's not something that just exists, right? We have to make this happen.
No, but a starting point, talking about a starting point, right? So we have Jurasan is Jurasan is 4,340. No deliverables, eh? Jurasan, no deliverables. 4,340, and ACU is Ambor ACU is 4,000 no deliverables. So that's starting point, right? Then, yeah, so kind of. Right? So today we have $8,341 available from the clients
So what do you mean available for what? What do you, I'm still confused what you're talking about.
for income.
For what?
Uh,
You're talking about the monthly budget?
Time to take a
Monthly,
break.
yes, monthly.
Please stop,
8,341
write down
per month.
whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay, so let's take a break. But again, this is not the monthly budget, so
I
we
know,
want to
I
try
know.
to, yeah, we want to try to step back from the monthly budget and think about the overall picture. That's the goal of the half-year budget report, is the bigger picture, not the monthly picture. Okay. So I'll go over the calculations next. We can go over the calculations, but I also want, let's just make a list of the different things that we need to do, right? So we need to have the overall criteria. We need to have clarity on the calculations for these baselines. And then we need to have more clarity on the process itself and the list of responsibilities to achieve the goals. But really, let's focus on the goals first. Clear goals and list in the criteria list, right, to get off half-pay stuff. Okay. All right. So take a quick break.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone there?
I'm here.
All right. So we went over sort of like the idea of the baselines, and we wanted to go over the calculations for these baselines.
Okay.
And then from there, I think it's just really the only other criteria that I can think of myself is just really the report itself, right? Having a clear report that goes over all the different components and sections of our half-year budget needs.
Okay.
So let's start going over some calculations.
Okay, let's go.
So we can just note here monthly budget. Monthly budget calculations are simple. We know them all pretty easy. From there, you can very easily calculate a half-year budget by multiplying a monthly budget by 6, right?
Correct.
6 months. So then we get into the Jurison Fund. So for Jurison Fund, the total, you add the total finances plus total assets is equal to basically all value, right? All value. And then you multiply it by 4% per month. So that is the baseline for the Jurison Fund.
Okay.
Then you've got the Ambor, a little bit more complicated. So for Ambor, it's all about like client commitment, long term, right? And right now we just don't really have clarity. So this basically means, I don't know, you could say, okay, for the next month, we have $4,000.
Okay.
But then afterwards, what is the status? We just don't necessarily know. So we would need to have more clarity on this in relationship to those funds. And then the other consideration could be that Alpha might continue at $1,200. So Alpha could continue at $1,200. But that is part of activity, but related. Okay, so that's the next one. So that one needs a little bit of understanding and wiggle room. Another component I just thought about for criteria that we need to have clarity on is the dates of the report.
Okay.
Dates and timeline for the report. So I think this is very important to have agreement on that. Like, do we want to do a 9-month report? Do we want to do a 6-month report? It'd be good to have clarity on that.
Okay.
All right. So then we are at the budgets themselves. Okay. So then we have multiple budgets. So there's the nonprofit budget, which I believe is a 100% or 0% cuts. 0% cuts above, I believe it's $21,000. So as long as there's $21,000 in the bank, no cuts.
Okay.
All right. Wait, what is this? So then we have the for-profit budget, which we currently don't really have. Don't really have clear cut baselines. So we may want to update this and figure that out. The old model is basically based on time, so we need to fix that. Non-profit budget, for-profit budget. So then that leaves us with, I mean, I guess that's it, right? There's just the non-profit and the for-profit. So I think that's it.
Okay. Mhm.
So I think those are the calculations. So basically, we would take the non-profit budget. We take okay. Let's just say for the for-profit budget, what we have at least $10,000. Okay, so we have $10,000 for the for-profit budget. What is the baseline? What are the cuts? When do we force additional cuts? Right.
Okay.
So this is what we want to have clarity on for our for-profit budget. So the non-profit budget, I would say, is the most organized. The non-profit budget is very, very organized. So if we do a quick little status update, percentage complete. I would say the monthly budgets are basically fine.
Hello.
20%. Oh, hey, Ate, what's up?
I am sorry for jumping into your session.
Alberto disappeared, so it's fine.
Pardon?
Alberto disappeared.
Okay. So Jay, I would like to work on this on the deadline proposals, but I have an issue because I don't know how the proposal should look like. Sorry about that.
Well, we have all of the proposals already. We've got the list of proposals, and we actually have all the proposals drafted. So it's just a matter of finding them. You could start with Joyce's spreadsheet that she sent us when she passed on all of the work.
I lost that. On which channel exactly did she posted that spreadsheet?
I don't know. It was one of her
Let me
last
see.
books, so I could just say.
Yes,
Sure.
I see management
Find
organization
your link to
spreadsheet
all
for
the
meeting.
reviews. Your comments. Today will be
Okay, let me just link here if
Over
you're
here,
talking.
it's on 8:31 in Activity Team at 2. Oh, I can send you the link.
Yes, Jay, please. do.
Copy message link and hey.
Alex, welcome by the way.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you
All
for
right,
your
did you
work.
get it?
Okay, Jay.
Wow. Alberto can't seem to get on to the.
Yeah, he said he has Wi-Fi issues. Okay, so Jay, if you understand where we are talking about the one we says, hey Jane, hope of is where the everything follow up on the maybe you don't have your maybe like for example Jane, she's not having a W8, then for every she's equal to having the W8. Is that the one you're talking about?
For what?
For the proposals.
No. This is a list of deadline updates. So you're updating the deadlines. So you need to get your list of deadlines. In the list of deadlines spreadsheet, it has the list of all the new deadlines that need to be added. We also have an actual under the management communications, we have an entire channel for new deadline. Wait, where is the new deadline? New deadlines to create. Right there. New deadlines to create. So anyways, we just need to make sure we are getting these deadlines organized and listed, and then we need to vote on them either during a buddy team and then review it at main session, or we need to vote on them at a main session. Or we could do a double team, whatever we want to do.
Sorry, where for? What do we do?
Well, I think
I'm just here to some quick questions. I'm not in the session.
Well, are you done, or do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, so
How
what
much
spreadsheet?
time have you spent working on the deadlines updating?
Not much.
How much
Like one session. 1, 2.
No, I mean in the last week. In the last week, how much time have you put into getting the deadlines updated? What was that?
None. No
None.
time.
So give it a try. Put some effort into it. Spend at least like 5 minutes or 20 minutes, and then come back with questions or let us know on Discord what problems you have. There's a responsibility organizing. There is, multiple spreadsheets. If you don't have the spreadsheets, ask for the links. All of it is in the link that
Okay.
hand over, goes through everything. Just at least attempt to do some work. And then if you can't figure it out, come back and we'll help you and ask more questions. But I feel like you just haven't even tried. And we're trying to focus here now on the half-year budget.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Talk to you
No
later.
problem. Just do your best. All right. So we get that a lot where people just don't even want to start doing work because they're just not sure what to do. All right. But it's like, you got to try to do the work, right? It's like very silly. Okay. So we're doing a quick status update here on the calculations. So this is the list of calculations. So this is calculations for the baselines. So there's the monthly budget. I think this is pretty much done. I mean, not done, but it's fine. Then we have the half-year budget. We don't have a half-year budget, so let's say 5%. This is bad. Right? But it's very easy to calculate the half-year budget because you just multiply the monthly budget by 6. The Jurison Fund, this is going to be an estimate. I would say that it's like, let's just say not good, but we can estimate it, so we'll say 45%. Okay. So what is the estimate? Well, we think it's around 21,000 plus 10,000, right? So Ambor, this is bad because we don't have clarity on sort of where we are with the Ambor relationship, but we can figure that out pretty easily. Looks like we lost
Albert again.
So the nonprofit, I think, is good. This one is pretty much clear, and we'll say 80%. It could definitely be improved. Then we have the for-profit budget, and I would say the for-profit budget is like not good as well. Not good, 35%. So we have a little starter there. We have a general idea what's going on. So overall, we could estimate that the Jurison Fund is in the range of the nonprofit plus the for-profit, right? Because we're basically a social profit trust, right? So there'll be about $31,000, right? $31,000 in Jurison Fund.
Okay.
So we multiply that times 4%. That gives us a grand total budget of $1,240 per month, which is a very small amount of money relative to the $6,000 that we're spending every month. So we're way over budget as far as Jurison is concerned. But then even with Ambor, if we have $4,000, $5,000 from Ambor each month, that gives us a, brings us up to like where we have this sort of more balanced budget of like $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 per month. But that could be going away, and then we need to figure out what we're going to do. if Ambor goes away, or Ambor could expand. We'll just have to see. Right. So basically, we want all these statuses to be good. We want all this work to be completed. It can be estimated pretty easily. I think we could do this now if we wanted to.
Okay.
So let's finish the criteria. So we have the report itself. We're going to need some sort of like outline in sections of the report to be organized. And then we have the dates and the times of the report that we need to decide on. So I think that's everything for the actual criteria.
Okay. And on the links Alberto pasted, I think I do not see the links to budgets.
Link to what?
To these budgets. I mean, to more information on this.
So what line are you on?
Wait. No, I'm on topic 1A, Alex.
Oh, 1A. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, on those links, I don't see any links for budgets or any information on that, although I have them open.
Budgets. Okay, so if you go to the management status report, you click on the status update, the budget is going to be line
6. Oh no, line 30.
Oh, the payroll is line 6. So
yeah. I just read
the budget is line 17, HR monthly budget.
Okay.
Okay, so what's missing here is obviously the link to the process. Yeah. So I don't know, but that's what you just would ask for. Like, hey, can I get the link to the budget?
But maybe I can look for it on the Discord with a magnifying glass with a search bar.
The search bar, yeah. For
Okay.
sure, but also we can easily find these things to you once you get access to the Google as well. All of the folders, you can easily search for every single document that we have. You know.
Okay.
So anyways, I just found the monthly budget process. This is the correct process as far as I can tell. Yeah, this looks good. So I can just go in here and put that on line 35. So monthly budget process. So when you go into the monthly budget process, you'll see that there are 6 responsibilities plus the setup. So there's a total of 7, and that repeats every month. So every month we're required to have a budget. If we don't create a budget, we go on upfront pay stop, because if there's no budget, no one gets paid. So that's
no one gets paid, of course.
Also, what's interesting is this next upcoming budget is what we call the recruitment budget. So every 3 months we do a recruitment budget, and the recruitment budget is a little bit more involved, where we do rankings and all the new recruits are included in the process, and it's just slightly different than a normal budget, but it's pretty much the same as a normal budget. There's not that much that's different. Yeah, I think the primary difference is that we do the 720 evaluation system. Everyone gets reevaluated, everybody gets re-ranked, and then the ranking establishes the priority for all the positions and the power in the organization, right? Yes.
Okay.
Coolio. So, anyways, getting back to the half-year budget.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good. I think it'll be good to kind of go over the goals and the sections of the report.
Okay.
To kind of get an idea of what we need to do. Right. So our goals are to update the organizational baselines that determine our monthly HR budgets and how much we have to pay workers, and whether and when workers get fired. So that's just like huge. I mean, this is the foundational part of whether and when people get fired. And then all
Okay.
firing and prioritization is based on ranking, right? And our ranking is very simple. It is 50% pay, 50% skill, right?
Okay.
So skill slash evaluation. So what we're looking for in our budget is people who are as skilled as possible and willing to take the least amount of money. And we balance it. Right? Basically, half pay, half skill. You know, because we can't just spend unlimited money to get the most skilled people. We don't have that kind of money. You know, so we just have to
Okay.
balance it out. It's like, hey, we want as best a skill as we can with the least amount of money, and so we just balance it out.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing is to write this report. So to write a report that the public can see, understand, and hold us accountable for our budgetary planning. Right? So that's really the goals that I can think of. Cool. So then we want to start thinking about the outline of the sections. Outline for these sections. So we're going to have the HR budget. We're going to have the HR benefits budget. We're going to have the business budget. HR half-year budget. Hey, what happened? Like, what did you do to fix it?
I don't know if I fixed it. I mean, my computer keeps jumping from airplane mode to the disabling, enabling airplane mode. Hello. Computer is
Weird.
that's nothing. But this is it's problematic because the other problems that my computer has, they're okay and they're also kind of fun. But this one is.
Well, we're glad you're back.
Thank
So
you.
we went over the entire status update, and we are also going over the other goals. Like we went over most of the goals. And now we are going over the sections of the report.
Great. This is good. I was looking forward to
And then I feel like we'll be done. I mean, we're pretty much done with this topic already because the goal of the topic was just to have clarity of what you need to get off half pay stop. So what we need to do to get off half pay stop is one, have the report in the outline of the sections of the report. Two, we need to have dates in the timeline for the report itself. I mean, I'm fine setting that now, so we could go over that next. And
Yes.
then three, we need to have all of these baselines. So I feel like there are, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baselines that exist. There's the Jurison Fund baseline, there's the Ambor baseline, there's the nonprofit budget.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
And then we have the half-year budget itself. So, yeah.
Sorry, Jay. Can you repeat that, please? Okay, I got the baselines. Is number
Well,
three.
they're right here.
Number one, you said number
71
one is.
line 86. So line 71 to 86 has the list of the baselines. So you
No,
have.
but you said no. I got the baselines. You said three. Remember what you said. You said three things, and the third was the baselines, which I got 5 baselines.
You're talking about the criteria?
No, you just said now. I don't know if I didn't get it. So you said 3 things that resume everything, right? So you said 1, this 2, 3, and then 3 we have the baseline.
First
3
one
baselines.
was the report itself and the outline of the sections.
Report outline of sections. Okay, writing in line 120.
What's the report itself, right? the report itself and all of the sections within the report. Then you've got dates and the timeline of the report.
Dates and times.
So we can go over the dates and timeline now.
No. Yeah.
If we want to, but just in terms of the sections, I mean, I feel like we might have an introduction to the report, how our team budgeting works. Then we have our HR half-year budget, HR benefits budget, business budget. I guess you could have like the overall budget as well, overall budget. And then you've got HR budget. Let's just say worker budget, benefits budget, and business budget. Right? I think that helps. To keep it a little simpler. Or you could call it the personnel budget. So then you're going to have your Jurison section, your for-profit, non-profit, Ambor. I think that's everything. And then maybe a little projections and conclusions.
I have 2-3 questions. Let me know when I can ask.
Okay, sure.
Yes. All right. First question, the task in line 18. You want to create a new responsibility organizing. Is that what you're asking here, or you're asking?
Well, we're gonna create a new spreadsheet for half-year budgeting process and create a new spreadsheet for half-year finance report process. Right. So all of this needs to be organized so that we can start.
But you're talking about the responsibility organizing. Is that correct?
Yes, because the old one is no longer applicable.
I get it. Yeah. So I just wanted to have clarity. Okay. Thank you. This is fine. Then I have another question. Let me just put this in the priority work. Okay. Second question. You want to take the break, guys? 3 minutes break?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Then I ask second.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm here. New half-year budget process. I can call it half-year budget report, because we're focusing on the reports now.
Yeah, this is not the half year budget. This is the half year budget report. Exactly.
Report. Nice.
I mean, it's the same difference, but you know, the reporting is includes the half year budget, but the half year budget is really just the monthly budget multiplied by 6 and projected out or so, you know. But
I created that. Created that spreadsheet.
okay, anyways, let's get focused on the criteria as opposed to the tasks. Okay.
Yeah, I just do it during the break. So I detect
So
and index also the criteria and
So
everything.
why don't we just go over the dates and the timeline real quick, okay?
Yes.
So basically, we are kind of in the midpoint, a little bit before the midpoint. Let's just call it the second new moon, or we just had a full moon.
We just had a full moon. Yes.
Okay, so we are at the let's say we're at the halfway point of the quarter, right? So then at the end of the quarter, we will have the final half year budget report due, right?
Okay, we're at the end of the first
About
quarter.
1.5 months from now.
Oh, the third quarter. We're at the end of no.
The end of the half year, right?
No, we already passed the end of the half. All right, so let me get this. Celine to Gregorian.
Yeah, we gotta just get the deadline. Then we'll know the timeline exactly. So deadline.
Here, Jay. Copy paste. Going line 135.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Those are the deadline with the dates. Yeah.
Okay, but here, let me just put the actual deadlines here, okay?
Yeah, these are just the half year.
So here we go. So we have the draft finance report is due on the third quarter moon. So this is the draft co-op budget report right here. So it's line 151, and it's the first quarter moon to the third moon month. So it's towards the end of the quarter, right? Then on line 158, you have the final team half year co-op budget report, which is November 20th. And it's the first quarter moon of the third moon month, right? I think it's of third moon month. So it's towards the end of the quarter. So basically, if we think about the budget timeline, we come down here. So now is basically close to the end of, let's just call it almost end of quarter. And then in 3 months from now, it'll be almost the end of the half year. Okay? That make sense?
Yeah, we're almost the end of.
Almost the end of the quarter, and that's where we are now. So right now is almost the end of the quarter.
Right.
And so this is the draft budget report. And then this will be the final budget report. So let's say we do a 9-month report. If we do a 9-month report, it'll cover everything from Well, let's go. Let's do the 6-month report. So a 6-month report will cover everything from December 12th to basically June. 6 months. So at the end of the half year, you have the completed budget report, which would cover the budget for the half year for the next half year,
Yeah.
which would be December through June. You know, if we did a 9-month budget report, it would cover basically when it's due, it would be August, right? You'd have August through December plus December to June. And then that would be a 9-month report, right? In terms of like,
Time
okay,
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
we could also think about it like this, where we have the previous half year budget report, which in this case would go from July to December, right? So July through December 2023. And so we could just say, okay, if we have changes, we can update the previous report, and then all of the new reporting goes into December through June. Because we're always going to have the previous report as well as the current report that we're drafting. But we just have to remember that we're technically drafting the December through June budget report.
Yes, because the final budget is due on November 20th.
The budget report is due on November 20th for December.
Yeah, the final report is due November 20th. So it's the report for the December January, right? The next half year, which is the 173rd, starting December January, right? December 12th.
Yeah.
December 12th, 6 months or 12 months or 9 months. I mean, I understand it's 6 months, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So the budget is done in the 111 East, but it's for the for the 173rd West half year.
So I think that line 170, that this could be a perfectly fine option. Like if we want to make changes for the current half year budget, we would change the one that was completed back in August, and then we would just continually update it as needed and focus only on the 6-month report for December through June.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Does that sort of make sense in terms of like?
Makes sense, because it would also be kind of around the launch, right? When we have this final report. So it would be very good.
We'll be doing it every 6 months, right? So every 6 months we'll be creating a budget report. Every 3 months we have a deadline. I believe the budget report is there's the recruitment. Yeah, so upfront pay stub. Yeah, so there's none of these are upfront pay stubs. All of our reporting is half pay stubs.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. So obviously right now we do not have a July through December 2023 half-year budget report. And, and I think that's okay. So we just skip this time, and then we get focused on the next one for December through June.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we still need to do the draft, but then this draft is intended to be the starting point for the December to June report that we want.
Exactly. So we don't really need to worry about anything related to the short term next month or two, which makes sense. Like, why should we? That's what the monthly budget is for the next month or two, right? The half year budget is supposed to be looking into the future all the way through June of 2024. So basically, we are trying to get focused right now on planning, coordinating, and understanding our budget through June 2024. Which makes perfect sense. Like, that's what a report should be doing and organizing ourselves for long term.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think we have clarity on that in relationship to our criteria. So we put that in the context of our criteria. The idea is to project and understand, and to have as much clarity as possible for where we will be in June of 2024. Based on our current, based on our current finances and assets, right? So we're going to make projections.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
But we can also certainly talk about our launch in the report, and our projections are on our ideal.
Yeah.
So can talk about projections, can talk about ideal. You can have your minimum, expected and ideal.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So I feel pretty good about our criteria at this point.
Okay.
Hello, Jay.
Hey.
Kindly communicate with me on Discord. Thanks.
No. Okay, restarting here. Jay, you mean payroll round monthly stop proposals, right? Payroll round money stop proposals. I don't understand. Is that Tay still here?
No. Yeah. Okay, great.
So any other questions?
I don't know.
I think very good. So we want to go into the status and have everything fine. So,
Time to pause. Please stop, Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Or we want the status all good, right?
Yes, that's what we want to do.
But overall, I feel like it's important to understand here that my understanding is the accounting comes into the finance and the assets report. And then we utilize the accounting of the finances and assets report to accomplish a good budget report, right? So obviously at this time, we won't be able to do a very good budget report because we didn't do the finances. We only have limited information on the assets, but it's not too bad. So we just work with the information that we have, and then we just start organizing it.
Yes.
Starting with obviously the overall budget. The overall budget is super simple, right?
Yeah, our budget, we take the 36 budget and we multiply by it. We have the benefit budget from the nonprofit, temporal, and business cost. We have it as well. No, we are good with. I mean, this is very good because I was doing the accounting, Jay, because I thought this budget was supposed to be the budget for this half year. Instead, I didn't understand it, so it's good that I stopped. Doing accounting is never bad. Also, it brought me into the tangent to improve a little bit the asset report. But the point is that yeah, this clarification. We just want to have basically we just want to have a report that is good as a draft for starting point for the real final report.
Okay, cool. So do you want to work on this, or do you want me to work on it with you? Or I'm just a little worried and pulled by it. Tay, I could go try to
Yes, please go
and then come
go
back.
over to Ate and we can work on it, Alex and I.
Okay, so you just I don't know, make a new topic that's like
We're going to view up.
working on the half year budget, and then can just do one step at a time, right? So you could either start on the outline.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
For me, the hardest part about this whole thing is going to be projecting where Ambor is going to be in 6 months from now. Is not going to be easy, right? So that.
I mean, Amber, I don't know because Amber is kind of leaving the scene to SU and Alpha. So Alpha, we have tomorrow the very important session, and then we have on Saturday. Saturday ready? I think so. No, next Saturday, the one after. We have no this Saturday, the shareholders meeting.
Yeah.
So today I had a meeting with Luca where we completed the documentation that the buyer is asking. But going to give me a super quick update on the timeline. This is what we're looking at. So by November, they're going to send a soft offer based on what we're talking about. So we're expecting.
Okay, I don't need to go over every detail in Alpha. That sounds like a separate topic. The point is that the section in Alpha is probably going to be very projectionist with minimum expected and high level ideals. Like there's a lot of contingencies for Ambor and what may or may not happen with Alpha and Carbon, the whole project, so that we can note that. In relationship to the nonprofit, I think it's good. Instead, the for-profit, I feel like we need to re-establish baselines. I was thinking, like a $10,000 baseline and understanding the cuts from there, similar to the nonprofit. So I think that would be it. So for me, those are the most complicated parts: is the for-profit and the Ambor. Other than that, everything's pretty simple. All right.
Okay, Amber is more like ECU and Alpha are more than Amber, but yeah, we can work on it.
Yeah, it's ACU. Exactly. ACU and Alpha is all that's really involved in Ambor right now. In Alpha,
Yeah, yeah.
only
Time to pause.
secondary.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And for Alpha, only through the secondary subcontracting. But that still helps. Okay, so I think we are good. All right.
We're good.
Anything else? Otherwise, I'll be back soon.
We're good. Let's go interview up Alex. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. And well, I have a lot of things I think I have to catch up, but okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're interview. So let's do topic 3A after budget
Yes.
report. Report. Oh, let's just follow the outline and do it. Right.
Okay.
So I would say 24 to 36. This sound correct?
Give me one sec. Yes.
We agree? Any objections?
No, no, no. I
You want to
agree.
try to create the topic, the tab for the topic?
Yes.
Yeah. So the way that I do it, then you do whatever you want. But the way that I do, it, you click on topic zero, anything. Okay.
Okay. Good. I created one, but let me just delete it.
You already created? Oh no, if you already created, oh, all
Okay.
right.
A blank
Just wish.
one.
I mean, if you know how to do it, do it. Just do it.
Okay. Maybe I can duplicate this one. Copy of topic. No. I will say topic 3.
No, I don't. I don't. If you want me to guide you, I guide you. Otherwise, if you know how to do it, you do it. What do you want?
No, I created one named topic 3, and now
Perfect.
I'm gonna
So topic three,
half
you wanna
the
give
budget.
yeah half your budget,
Copy that
and then you're going to the focus topic. You copy from 3A to the outcome,
like
Control
that.
C, and then you go there in top B1. You do Control Shift and V. Control Shift V.
Time to take a break.
It's too
Please
long.
stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
You understand what to do? You copy from cell C14 to G14. Control
In where?
C in focus and
Uh,
topics.
uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. 3A to cell
To,
D.
to
14.
follow.
D14.
Yeah,
Topic
copy,
3A.
Control C, and then you go B1 and you do Control Shift V, which is special paste.
Okay. But where? Sorry.
In the topic 3, in
Yes.
B1, you do Control Shift V.
In B1.
B1.
Why
Bravo
B1?
1. Do it. Because
B1?
A,
Ah,
Bravo 1.
yeah,
Bravo
yeah,
1.
yeah.
Bravo
Not
1.
there.
Not Alpha.
B1.
Control Shift V.
Control Shift. There it is. Ah,
I see it.
there it is.
No, this what it should come up. Let me show you. Back. Ah, this.
Ah, hold the
Okay.
line. There you go.
Okay, let's take a break and then we'll get started.
Okay.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay.
Okay. Here.
All
Bob
right.
always scares me.
Huh?
Bob always scares me
It scares you, huh? It did scare me at the beginning as well.
because I think the his volume is a little higher than normal, so it's like shouting at you.
You can put it down a little bit. Just tell me.
It's like wake up. Oh,
Okay, so
okay,
let's get the sections, okay?
okay. We are here. Create half budget.
Right, so we have the sections. Production to our team budget work, budget. Okay. Then we wait a second, huh? Wait a second, wait a second. Wait a second. You can start. Can you copy and paste those statuses, please?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Which topics? The other topics?
Mhm.
What do you ask me to copy?
Mm, copy and paste the status.
Status.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here, here, here. Okay. On the baseline.
Uh-huh.
Okay. List of
Uh-huh.
certificates. This ones.
Huh?
These statuses
Mm-hmm.
on the baselines.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna put it just below there.
Fuck. Wait a second. I need to do something here. I need to do something here quickly.
Okay.
By long. By long size. All of it. Very long. Hold on to dollars. Video. No. It's not going. It's not going. Okay, we need. I need a minute here. I need to open this. No. Last. Okay, last. Give the whole. The profit 25,999.
Time for breath. Please
Last.
stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Okay, now we go with Deus. See what happens. Okay, sorry, I feed an order with Bitcoin here. Future.
You had your mouse not working, or some of your.
No, I was looking. I was filling an order with opening a position with Bitcoin.
Okay.
The Bitcoin now is gonna go. My prediction is gonna go up to around 26,000 before crashing again. See what happens.
Tomorrow.
Today.
Tuesday.
Now it's happening now, real time. Anyways, sorry for that. Let's go back.
Yep.
Now I'm focused. So we want to do the baselines, no?
Yep.
Okay, so going to the easy calculator, half your budget by multiply a monthly budget by 6.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we do this. Okay, half your budget by multiply a monthly budget by 6. Okay, we have the monthly budget from before.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay. So do we want to take the whole? I'm going to take the whole. Where is the budget? Where is the budget now? 36 is budget. Where is that? Yeah.
And that document.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jay. So, Jay, we want to do these calculations, right?
Or we can.
Clarification for baseline.
It looks like we lost the tab though. That's weird.
What do you mean we lost the tab? No, it's there. Tab
Um,
2A and tab 3A. We are in tab 3A now.
Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. I'm on the wrong spreadsheet. Right.
Ah, yeah, right.
Yeah, I mainly came to see if we were going to continue, if we wanted to wrap up, or what the plan was here. For
We're gonna get started, but we're gonna stop at the end of this segment because we have the other session, and it's gonna take 30 minutes.
Perfect. Okay. So basically, 20 more minutes, or 15 more minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, let's see if we can go through. So the budget is 6,000. Do we need to put all the workers as well?
Yeah.
3A, yeah. So the budget, we have workers, position, monthly. This is what we are looking at. No. Copy. Going to our notes. Here. And here. Okay. This. This. Maybe you want to add Alex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alex. Alex, you can add yourself. Can you add yourself, or you want me to do it?
Sure.
Time to stretch. Please
What
stop,
happened?
stand up, and stretch and move around for
Move
30
forward.
seconds.
There was a mistake in the budget. Huh. Oh, a mistake in the budget.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure there's more than one.
And the calculations.
So can I get clarity on exactly what we're focusing on right now?
You're focusing on easy calculation. Calculate a half year budget by multiplying monthly budget by 6.
All right. So I want to start by looking at the previous quarterly budget reporting, right? So quarterly budget. So I'll do the 15 degree. So here is previous. I'll put it in line column L. So previous budget reporting. So we take a look here at the previous budget reporting. I can also share my screen of the still have the. It looks like it's still live streaming. Okay, so quarterly budget accounting report. So we have the overall summary, overall accounting assets goals, FPO workers, quarterly budget. No longer exists. Here we go. Here's the quarterly budget. Okay. So basically, if you think about the quarterly budget, there's the time / workers budget. There is local SF workers budget with it. Wow. No, maybe it's some more fruit or something. Fruit. It's more grapes or whatever. Grapes or whatever. I don't know. Grapefruit. Grapes. If you're going somewhere that has it, it's not a big deal. All right. Then you have the benefits. Outsourced professional workers. RICO, benefits. Business annual expenses. Business.
Time to pause. Please stop, Close your eyes. Count 1,
what do
2,
we do?
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Right, so you could include this local SF worker budget for me if we wanted to for these separate activity payments, but we could leave that out. It's fine. Just depends.
Where are you, Jay? I'm not following. Here. Okay.
Cool. All right. So those are the 3 or 4 sections that you would have for the budget. So then you'd have just month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. So this is what we had from before. It's just like, oh, geez, it's a little bit much. Let me just make a picture of it. So the only difference between what we had before and what we're going to do now is simply that it will be 6 months instead of 3. No. So do you have any other questions or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be adding the separate payment. You're talking about alpha, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, alpha. When we talk about alpha, we can say that alpha is the timeline for alpha is that by January, alpha should become a client, a full-time client, right? Because we should have $1 million.
There, okay, I got the picture for that on there now. So from this is the past quarterly budget. So it's just like month 1, month 2, month 3. So instead of just 1, 2, 3, it's going to be 6 months. Let's also take a look at the Selene calendar.
Yeah.
I believe you actually put the Selene calendar in the other topic.
Yeah, I linked it, but I can link it again.
Well, no, I see it here. So, oh, this just gets us to November, December. So if we look at the Selene calendar for the next half year is going to be the 173-degree west half year. Is that correct?
Correct.
And we're currently in the 111 degrees half year?
Correct.
Okay, so this
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So this is going to be the last half year before the end of the 98-degree west leap era, which is very significant because that means we're redoing all of our equity. So I feel like this is a very important thing to note in the budget projections somewhere. You know?
Say again, Jay?
I think it's an important thing to note somewhere in the budget report.
What? The 173?
Yeah, this is the last half year of the leap era, and that's more applicable. Wow. That's more applicable to the equity report.
The synchronicity that we were talking about with the launch. So we're gonna create the new tokens. No?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. If we launch tomorrow, it wouldn't be as connected. But the point is that at the end of the 90-degree west leap era, we reset the whole financial model of the co-op, right?
Yeah, but it's more applicable in the equities. So we are going to note it. Yes, I'm writing it down for the new leap era. What is the new leap era?
Alex, the Selene calendar, which is there's trillions and trillions of moons in the galaxy, in the universe, and there is only one Selene. Our moon is called Selene, and most people don't actually know that.
I just
You
found
can do.
out. I just
What?
found out as well. Just told me now. I didn't know that as well.
Yeah. So Selene, the Selene calendar is a lunar solar calendar that we use for all of our time tracking because it's scientifically based on actual space time as opposed to some erroneous, ridiculous, made up thing that most calendars are worked on.
Not made
And
up.
what?
My ancestors, the Roman Empire, my
Yeah,
ancestors.
exactly. Gregorian. So, anyways, it every 2.5 years there's a leap era cycle that we have a leap moon month, and that is when we reset all of the tokens. We can always do it more often than that. So you could have tokens that last in it, a half year or even a
Time
quarter.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Or even a moon month or whatever. But the idea of the leap era is like the minimum level that we have to reset tokens, and then we can have even bigger arcs that last 5, 10 years, even 25 or 100 years, as far as resetting all of our value models. All right, so I think we are pretty good here in terms of that. Do you want me to do the budget or do you want to do it?
No. I can do it. So this is
Okay.
the month. So this is the 6 months. Allora, it's the month. So 6 months. So this 26.
So we don't need like exact figures and numbers. We're just looking for sort of overall numbers.
I mean, this is
But
the 6 months. I have to- J, call him J. 40.
not exactly. So did you see the overall? Oh, you're just working on the HR budget.
I'm still on the HR. Yes, this is still the HR.
All right. Well, let's look and see what it says for the HR budget. So if we go back here,
So I'm gonna use the temporal budget for the benefit budget. We have
here we go. All right. So it says the quarterly budget. I'm gonna make it into a benefits budget. RICO workers and benefits. This is looking at escrow. Weekly business expenses. Monthly. No. Escrow workers HR budget month 1.
okay, so we can use this. Overall budget. I'm going down into line 83. Okay, so we have the monthly, which is this. Quarterly is this times 3. Annual is this times 4. And the HR benefits and the business
Time
costs.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So overall, I think this looks pretty good. So this could just be like one picture or one section. You just copy and paste and make. I would say pictures work better than trying to copy and paste. If you just take a screenshot and just put
Sure.
the screenshot in, I think it would look
Yes.
a lot better because then you can kind of format it right.
Yeah. Okay, like this, huh?
However you
Overall
want.
budget. You're talking about the overall budget here. It's good. 83. Line 83.
83 overall budget, HR monthly budget, HR benefits budget, business costs. Well, no, but this is not completed yet because you still have to have how much it's in the red and like all of the overall categories. But yes, it's a good start.
It's a good start. So
Oh, no, but you need to put for each month. Like, did you see the example online? Well, here I'll just copy paste it below.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so we need to have all 6 months
Mhm.
and how much we're expecting for 6 months because we don't have to have the same budget every month.
Okay, Jake. I need to work on it. All 6 months needs to be done.
Anyway, so we're done with this particular session, right? And we're going to continue.
No, we're done. Let's go into recruitment now. And
We're going to do recruitment for Cobalt.
we see, I mean, it's general teamwork. It's general teamwork, so we can either continue with this or we can do recruitment or we can do the deadlines or something else.
Sounds
Let's
good.
go. Okay,
I
let's see you
will-
in 30 minutes.
That's good.
Thank you. Alex, are you joining 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Good.
Please
Okay.
join here to
30
continue.
minutes break.
Those later. Ciao.
2 horas y 23 minutos.